I sat down exclusively with L3Harris Technologies CEO Kubasik from the Jefferies Industrials Conference. The company was recently awarded the next-gen jammer contract to enable F-18 fighter jets to fly into adversaries' airspace and jam their radars. This after 4 years of protest, litigation, and delays. So I asked what needs to change about the acquisitions process, especially as defense tech startups mushroom and L3Harris considers itself a trusted disruptor as well. Well, Kubasik thinks the entire defense industrial base should be viewed commercially, not just the non-traditional dual-use tech companies that are not necessarily subject to the same regulations as traditional contractors.
We need more agility, and I think migrating towards a commercial defense industrial base, to quote the Department of Defense, is the right answer and the right vision. So let's move forward. I'm fully behind it, fully supportive, and we're going to do everything we can to get that to be the future. In fact, 20% of our revenue comes from the commercial business model, which is why we have the highest margins in the defense industry. Anyway, let's do more and more of that.
It's interesting to hear you say that, and you talk about the fact that L3Harris has this trusted disruptor tag or approach to how you do business in this industry. How do you see the competitive landscape evolving here as you do see these new defense tech entrants come in? And I think about even just recently the first Titan vehicles being delivered, which is Palantir is the prime for that, but L3Harris contributed.
Absolutely. We've been embracing the new entrants. We started several years ago on your show when we rolled out and announced that we were going to be the exclusive strategic investor in Shield Capital. As of today, we have 2 to 8% ownership in about 40 high-tech companies focused on autonomy, AI, cyber, and space. And the vision, which is working, is to pull those technologies into our solutions. Right? I doubt we'll ever buy one of these companies. We want to use their technology. It's a form of accelerating R&D. So we're seeing that. You mentioned Palantir. Perfect example. We're a subcontractor to Palantir. They won. We thought it was the best probability of win for the combined team to let them be the prime. And then the business case closes. So we're working collaboratively with them. I think that's unique. I think that's different. And when we talk about our 2026 financial framework of $23 billion of revenue, 16% margins, and $2.8 billion of free cash, it's that type of approach that's going to get us there.
After closing the Aerojet Rocketdyne acquisition last year, L3Harris unveiled this multi-year framework to cut costs and boost operations. Kubasik telling me they're ahead of schedule and will increase the cost savings target in coming months. I also asked about demand, especially since the 2025 U.S. defense budget is poised, at least right now, to be flat year on year. He thinks it will grow.
You go back 80 years, there is no correlation to the defense budget and who's in the White House, who's running the Senate, and who's running the House of Reps. It's always tied to the threats. And when you look around the world, you know better than I, China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, not a good situation. And those countries are collaborating more than anyone ever expected to, which just makes the threat environment very, very dangerous. And we need a strong defense industrial base and national security posture.
How would you characterize this level of risk from a geopolitical standpoint in the world right now?
I think it's the highest that it's been in decades, unfortunately. And, you know, we're just talking about, we haven't even thrown in the non-state actors, right? There's you know, we still have those in addition to the states that I mentioned. So we need to deter, and I think that strategy makes sense. You know, a recent meeting in the Pentagon, that's part of our national defense strategy. You need a strong industrial base. You need strong capabilities. It's all about positioning for the future of warfare. That's why we've taken a portfolio approach. And I'm happy with the portfolio we have and how we can help the Department of Defense deter our adversaries.